guys, Twiggy, and welcome to a Shadowverse video. We're going to be talking about the upcoming nerf for August 29th, 2017. I believe Marcus has the notes pulled up, yes?
Yes, I do have them.
Okay.
It's basically like just reducing some stupid curves.
Basically some curves, some curve changes,
And some enhancement removals and shit.
basically not really much about the game. It's changed.
It's not really that much of a nerfing, but it's a small patch or something. Which I'm happy to see like every once in a while.
Which I don't mind every once in a while, but if they nerf like big cards that have like a huge impact on a certain deck, and that's a different story. But on cards like they did with Spawn and Baphomet, you know, those are huge. Those
are huge
hits
nerfs that like affect the neutral blood deck
in every way possible. So what we got here? We got the follower Falise.
It's a rune card. Basically, what it does is fanfare. You deal 1 point of damage to an enemy follower for each neutral card. Then in hand 7, you can evolve it, and it has Storm on the roll. And now they made it so they took out the enhance effect, so you can no longer evolve for free.
Yep, basically, because a lot of people were kind of abusing that effect of it. But I'm not too sure. A lot of people put that effect into huge use, but not that I can see when I was going up against a rune deck. Because every rune deck that I went up against, or that I've actually built, they all focus on using, well, the deck I've ran focuses on running wards and stuff.
Yeah. Mr. Whatchamacallit? Mr. Donald Trump here.
Mr. Golem.
Yep.
Golem spam. But other than that, I haven't really seen too many people ever using that card. You know.
Funny part is, I got killed by it like 2 or 3 times earlier today. So that's a thing.
I guess people start running it now that the card is on its way to being nerfed. Yeah. Shit! With okay, so that's for Runecraft. Next on the list, we got Eachtar. Basically, pretty much the only overused card in every Shadow deck as of right now. Basically, this legendary card.
It's busted.
Basically, this legendary card is basically for every 4 shadows that you have, he summons
3.
a single zombie. 3? I thought it was 4.
It's Necromancer 3.
Interesting. I always thought it was 4. But for every 3 shadows you have, he summons a zombie, and every other follower gets +2/+0 for that
and
turn.
rush, if that's important.
And they get rush as well. Yes.
Sometimes it's like basically they made him into like the ultimate game finisher instead of the ultimate trade lord. Oh, I do there.
This guy right here is gonna be our next topic on the after we finish talking about Eachtar. As of right now, Eachtar. There he is. Speaking of Eachtar, so this right here, as you can see, we got for Necromancy 3. So repeat. Okay, summon a zombie, right? Repeat for remaining shadows or until your area is full. So basically, he had plenty of shadows to summon all 4 of his zombies. So he summoned 4 of them, and he traded off 1 of them.
Might as well. Or whatever.
So basically, and then fanfare, give all other allied followers +2/+0. and
Yeah,
rush
and after
until...
the nerf, it's Necromancy 8, Summon 2.
So that's actually one of the nerfs I'm actually kind of happy to see.
It's not really that much of a nerf, though. That's the funny part.
Not that big of a nerf, but it makes all the difference. A lot of people probably won't even like that.
Yeah, it
change.
does sometimes. It matters sometimes, but not a whole lot. Could you not?
As of right now, I'm trying to find a counter for this, but as of right now, I can't really get a counter in.
That's another reason why Eachtar is so dumb.
Oh, shit. I fucked that up. Oh well. Anyway, so I fucked that up. Anyway, so our next topic is gonna be into the Blood Crab card, the big Knuckle guy. Basically, the card we were just talking about. Basically, this card originally cost 4 points to destroy an enemy follower that costs 3 points or less automatically, and that's it. And now, basically, they're gonna change it to 5. So he's gonna be at 5 points instead of 4 points.
So it's gonna like fuck up with some curves.
He's definitely gonna, he's gonna screw over some blood curves, probably mine in general. But I rarely ever use him in on turn 4 anyway. Usually, yeah. But rarely will you ever see me use him on turn 4.
Well, this is funny.
Oh wow. Tozy wasn't expecting that.
Right?
But yeah, so all they did was just made him a 5-point follower. Which
is fine.
Which is I don't really have too many complaints about because of the fact that I rarely ever play him on turn 4. I can't say that about other people who play the card, but all I know is that I don't really play him on turn 4. So it doesn't really do that much to me, but the fact that it's a 5-point follower, it's gonna mess up the my curve a bit.
Definitely.
But other than that, I can't really see any kind of huge impact in my decks.
Not really. I mean, it's definitely like gonna affect quite a bit because like now it conflicts with both Scarlet and if you're running a air gen.
Now, speaking of Scarlet, she too is going to be getting a nerf because they're going to be nerfing 4 cards on the 29th of. So basically, this card, the Silver Blood Crab follower, Scarlet. Ooh, thanks for the shadows.
You're welcome.
will have the effect Feign Fanfare, deal 2 damage to an enemy follower, and then restore defense to your leader. So basically, in other terms, they basically removed her ability to go face.
Yeah, which is good in my opinion.
A lot of people.
I'm happy with that.
Like I don't really see too much of a problem with that because I rarely ever use her ability to go face anyway. Because I usually go use hers. Speak of the devil. There she is.
Yep, and she's animated.
She basically they just removed her ability to go face, which I don't really care too much about.
It's fine. I mean, I usually use her for trading off. Fuck you.
Because her ability is good enough already to just trade off, you know.
But it's okay. Have a counter. Oh.
And another one.
More zombies.
So yeah, basically they're just removing her ability to go face, which is, like I said, I don't really care too much about it, because although some people do use her to go face with those 2 damage, if your opponent is already at 2 HP, then sure, I can understand doing that. But I think that's probably why they're nerfing it, because a lot of people left their opponent at 2 HP and then just play her.
Yeah.
Other than that, I can't really see like any problems with it, you know. So for me, it's not that big of a deal. So. Hey, look, it's a card that's supposed to get nerfed.
Quote unquote.
He's by himself now. Yay.
Yeah.
So basically, those are basically all the cards that are going to be getting nerfed. So we got Falise, Leonardian Mage. Stop buffing that fucking Grim.
Never. My Grimnir's gonna be big. I evolved him. Not really. Well, yes, I did. I evolved him without evolving him.
Okay, so let's do this. So now we both don't have any evolution points.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there he goes. And there's that bitch.
What's up? Another one. God damn.
This is gonna hurt.
Just a little bit. Ow.
So yeah, we got Runecraft, Falise Leonardian Mage. We got Demon Lord Eachtar. Gonna get nerfed. We got Knuckle Party Guard, which is gonna become a 5-point follower instead of 4. We got Scarlet, who is basically gonna be dealing 2 damage to an enemy follower instead of the leader.
Yep.
So those are basically all the changes we're gonna be receiving probably tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes. Or today.
And some
Well,
point I'm
depending
probably
when this video will be uploaded.
True.
Probably
Also,
later tonight that I put in that update, because I just now because if you guys want to read more information on the changes, you can find that on the Shadowverse website, or you can go to my Facebook page. It's all on over there as well. You can read it. You can read more about it because of the. Apparently, they're saying that the win rates for neutral runes is at 55.7.
Yeah.
55.7. Since they make low cost. A lot of the cards were low cost early game natural followers in Alice. So that's why they decided to do that with Shadows. Runecraft, I'm sorry. Next we got Aggro Blood, a very aggressive blood deck that uses low cost cards. Basically that's where Big Knuckler comes in. Can you ready up?
And Scarlet.
Big Knuckler comes in, and definitely Scarlet. Because basically, if you're playing aggro, you automatically go face anyway. Next, we got mid-range Shadow, which is practically top tier for the past 2 metas now. Basically, in an aggressive, basically a quick Shadow deck that plays offensively or defensively, thanks to Eachtar's placement on the top deck of the curve. You still haven't ready up.
Oh.
Next, we got Vengeance. We got Vengeance with a 53.9% win rate, which is pretty high.
Apparently, Vengeance is a big deal.
An offensive Bloodcraft deck differing from Aggro Blood that primarily uses cards like Dark General that becomes more powerful after Vengeance becomes active. And basically that's why pretty much just about everybody runs Dark General in a Vengeance deck, including myself.
Basically.
Next, we got the top 5 decks with the highest win rates possible. Or highest usage, I'm sorry. So we got mid-range Shadow at 16.4%, which is really high.
60% win rate.
16%, 16.4% at the highest usage rate. That's a very high usage. Next, we got Ramp Shitheads. Basically a shithead deck that ramps by doing nothing but ramp all day. Next, we got Aggro Bloods at a 9.8% usage.
It's not bad.
That's pretty normal.
Yeah.
That's pretty normal. Not too many people play Aggro Blood anymore. Vengeance Blood 7.3, which is very surprising. Which is very surprisingly to me.
Apparently, Vengeance is a big deal. Really?
And another one. Next, we got Neutral Rune at a 5.9% usage rate, which is not that high, but apparently those are the top 5 highest usage decks.
I'm surprised Dragons are still in there.
Apparently, because that's all people ever use.
Ouch. I mean, I will admit that Dragons are my favorite deck.
So, yeah. Compared to the highest ranking matches in June and July, yada yada yada. According to the high ranking matches, the first turn advantage has steadily decreased towards 50. Decreasing towards 50% from 54.1% first turn win rate measured back in July, to a 52.8% win rate measured in mid-August, which is as of right now. Top tier Aggro Blood decks archetypes retains a 55.5% win rate when playing first. That's very high.
That is very high. That's a lot. Holy
that is
cow.
a very high win rate. Also, according... Sorry, I read that part already. Yada yada yada. How top tier Aggro Blood text reach 5.5%. We will monitor the effects of this month's changes. Yada yada yada. Looking forward, up until now, we've tried to balance certain classes or strategies by designing strong cards. Unfortunately, some of these cards ended up being stronger and more popular than anticipated. Ha! You probably should have thought that twice before you even...
You should have thought that twice before printing Eachtar.
Putting that kind of...
Before even printing Eachtar.
Implementation into the game. In anticipation to the new environment, certain stable cards in the current environment needs attention. So we got the Leonardo Mage again. This card is a staple in neutral runes. The archetype with the highest win percentage, although it runs the neutral engine common to all neutral archetypes. Early neutral followers combined with Alice neutral runes engine common. Neutral runes higher win rate 55.7% versus neutral swordcraft at 51.8% win ratio.
Jesus.
Can be attributed to its strongest selection of class cards, but not all runecraft architects have inflated win or usage rates. So they decided to identify Leonardian Mage as an appropriate target for these changes, because it's used only in neutral runes. They will be moving the enhancement effects like we've been talking about without affecting its synergy with neutral cards.
Yep. That's fact. That took forever for you to play that one card.
Next we got... So these are the details that they're gonna do on the change, but I think we already touched on this already. She will no longer have the enhanced effect. Basically, so before she would deal X damage to an enemy follower, X equals number of neutral cards in your hand, and then enhance 7, basically a free evolution, which gives her. So that's gonna be her current changes.
Yeah, now she has to use an evolution point, which is good.
And I'm surprised this card was not touched.
Because Forest is not used ever. I'm legit one of the only Forest players I've ever seen. Or whatever.
命とは核も素晴らしいか。
Like legit, I'm surprised that card was not even touched. Because that card needs to be touched.
No one uses Forest, so...
That card needs to be touched. That card is way too fucking strong. And then next we got Demon Eachtar. Basically a card that's been on their radar for a long while. Or so they say. Yet this the first time they ever touched on the card.
And it says minor nerf on it.
That card is way too fucking strong. That card needs a fucking nerf. Yes, it does. Automatic 9? That's fucking bullshit, dude. Cannot be fucking destroyed by any spells or effects.
You have to set up for it, though.
I don't fucking care. It's the same fucking bullshit. Next week, again, Eachtar. This card can serve as a powerful offensive and defensive function, including providing board development by creating zombies with its necromancy effect, removal by giving it rush allied followers, and strong finishing blow by increasing the attack of allied followers.
That's fact.
These changes will preserve its special role as a game finisher in offensive mid-range decks, while diminishing its role in defensive decks, which would prefer to draw the game out. We are expecting these changes to have a positive effect on the game environment. So basically, they're just removing its ability to
swarm
trade.
The field. It's no longer a trade lord.
Which is basically what people use it for.
Basically.
But now they're basically removing that ability and basically giving him the ability as a game finisher, rather than
a trade
having him being trade, which is what a lot of people use him for, including myself.
They also use him for going face with, of course.
If you already have followers on the field, other than that, you don't. It's just
true.
Next we got. So we hear our. Let me see. Demon Lord Eachtar. Okay, next one we got. So this is gonna be Eachtar's new effects and new changes. So Eachtar will be a. So before we got him at a 3. Necromancy 3, summon a zombie, and repeat it until the board is full. Give all other allied followers +2/+0 and rush until the end of the turn, whether Necromancy was activated or not. His new ability is now gonna be Necromancy 8. Basically summon 2 zombies. And then basically give all other followers +2/+0 and rush until the end of their turn, whether Necromancy was activated or not. Would you stop fucking rapping like a little bitch?
No. Basically meaning it's gonna be like At minimum, it's going to It's going to be. Calculations are hard.
So basically, it's no different.
Basically, it's gonna be minimum like. It's gonna be a minimum of 13. It's split in like 4 units. Or 3 units, sorry. Ow.
Okay, next we got Big Knuckle Bodyguard in Scarlet.
Oh, you bitch! Never mind.
Next we got Big Knuckle Bodyguard and Scarlet. They're considering making the changes to these cards during July adjustments with the avert of aggro. Fucking Dragon Scrub. Next, and then we got aggro with Vengeance Blood becoming dominant deck archetypes, both in win and usage rates, and the role of these cards in creating a first turn advantage. First turn advantage is now to change them. Big Knuckle Bodyguard provides a lot of value for a low cost, so its cost will be adjusted accordingly. Scarlet provides removal, direct damage, and healing all in one package. They're removing the ability to do direct damage to the leader in hopes of strengthening her role in a defensive archetype. So basically, her changes is basically removing the ability to go face. Big Knuckle, but basically will cost 1 more. Details of the changes: Big Knuckle Bodyguard cost will be changed from 4 to 5. Scarlet's effect will be changed from Bane. Deal 2 damage to an enemy and restore 2 defense, which will now be changed to deal 2 damage to an enemy follower and deal 2 damage to your leader.
Ow.
So, and then basically they plan to make additional changes in the future. They routinely review match data in the Shadowverse team when it's necessary to create a quote-unquote great game environment. We change the card costs and effects and boost the number of vials that are available from liquefying cards. Any future cards to create cost abilities will be announced in the pre-specified data, and then changes will generally be made the next day, which is basically on whenever you guys watch this video. If you guys are watching it after the change, then it's already been changed. But if you're watching it before, then it has not yet been changed.
Also, one thing I like that what's it called? Side games keeps like consistent, like once a month, usually. Ouch.
Usually, compared to another game that I know. Anyways.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
And then changes will generally be made the next day. See below for the scheduled maintenance, basically. Also, they're expecting the change to be on... So, I'm thinking this is just an example. Like September 26th will be an announcement, and then 27th will be the change.
September. That's that's next time they're gonna. That's the next time they're gonna announce if they nerf or don't nerf cards.
What kind of fucking poll is this?
I don't know.
Ouch.
Hey, look, I'm in vengeance.
So basically, those are going to be all of the changes. The vials, of course, Big Knuckle Bodyguard will give you 50 vials if you liquefy him, because it costs 50 to create him. Scarlet Salvatore will cost 200 vials, she's a silver card. Falise Leonardian Mage, 800 vials, she's a gold card. And of course, 3500 because he's a legendary. Oh my fucking god!
Ouch. I find it funny how you forgot to attack the Blood Wolf.
So basically, those will be the only changes. 4 cards. So we're gonna finish this and then we'll end it off.
Oh! Uh-oh. That's gonna hurt. Ow. 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 That fucking hurt, you know. Fuck you.
Anyway, so that's gonna be it for the Shadowverse update. That's gonna be it. You know, I'm sorry for the half-hour long video. You know, we had a lot to touch up on surprisingly a lot to touch up on for the upcoming
for 4 cards.
Upcoming changes, upcoming nerf for Shadowverse. So I can just imagine if we had a lot more cards to deal with.
Like last time? Oh my.
So, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Enjoy this black screen. Hope you guys did enjoy. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you disliked it. You know, all that stuff. If you haven't already, subscribe and click that bell button so you will be notified when I upload another video. Or you can follow me over on Twitch, twitch.tv/viatlink. I'll put that down in the description. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. From 2 p.m. Central Time to 4 p.m. Central Time. Usually a 2-hour to 3-hour stream sometimes. Hope you guys did enjoy. Thanks a lot for watching. I know it's a little long video, but you know, stuff like this happens. Anyways, I'll see you guys, catch you guys next time.